Coming from Chicago and the Philippines, a comprehensive review of the week's special community events featuring many exciting personalities handled by the most professional Chicago Philippine Reports TV staff.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat and welcome to Veronica's segment of the show. Today is Valentine's Week. Yesterday was Valentine's Day. This will be Sunday. And, well, happy Valentine's to all of our viewers there. And we are going to be discussing heart health today. I have here with me a very interesting guest who is a registered dietitian, Mr. Christopher Speed, from Brooklyn, New York.
That's correct, yes.
But originally from
Australia, Sydney, Australia.
He has a very cute accent.
Oh, thank you.
So listen to this. Okay, you're here today, Mr. Speed, to talk about heart health. And with this, particularly about vitamin K2, which many of us have not heard yet, all right? So can you first talk about the issue about heart health in this country?
Well, heart health is the #1 leading cause of death in our society, and it's a very grave public health issue that really more Americans really need to start thinking about. And the thing about heart disease is a lot of it is controlled by what we eat. And nutrition is becoming an incredibly important element to really focus on. And that's why nutrition and heart health has this incredible link to that we really need to talk about and emphasize. And
also the link to the bone health?
Exactly, yeah. There now appears to be this link with what people are doing to actually support their bone health. Many people are taking calcium supplements as an example. And I believe that is a big mistake if they're taking calcium supplements unless it contains the vitamin that you were alluding to, called vitamin K2. In fact, the highly biologically active form of vitamin K2 is called MENQ7 K2. And what this does is it supports your bone health, and it prevents the calcium in that supplement from being driven into the arterial walls, or it can stiffen the walls. So by using MENQ7 K2 with your calcium supplements, and by simply adding that vitamin K2 to your diet, you're more likely to drive and support heart health by reducing the stiffness of your arteries.
So K2 and calcium, and what other nutrients are important for the heart?
Yeah, vitamin D is an important one as well. We're now learning a lot more about them. Most of the electrolytes, magnesium, potassium, are also important for how the heart beats and how the health of the heart, as well as even other health benefits such as brain chemistry health as well. So there's a lot of link between not just good for your heart, but it's also good for other parts of your body as well.
You were saying that with the combination of all these nutrients, the 4 nutrients, the vitamin K2, calcium, magnesium, and vitamin D, it could increase our lifespan up to 10 years.
Well, interestingly enough, recent evidence is now suggesting that your arterial health, the arteries, which are really important.
Arteries.
Yeah, if they are stiff, which we now believe they become increasingly stiff by eating poor food and also consuming excess amounts of calcium, that can actually reduce your lifespan by up to 10 years. So what we make the argument is that if you use and actually take nutrients such as the MENQ7 form of vitamin K2, you're more likely to reduce the stiffness of your arteries and indeed reap the reward of having 10 additional years of your life.
Oh my goodness, that is a very, very interesting study.
It is.
And but you know what, I would like to concentrate more on vitamin K2 because I never heard of this before.
Sure.
Where can our viewers get this?
You can buy them in CVS, Walgreens. You can get these in most good supplement stores across the country. Don't look for vitamin K2. Look for MENQ7 K2. That's the version that's the most biologically active, and that's the one where all the research is actually being done on. So look for MENQ7 K2 with your calcium supplements in stores around the country.
What are the basic ingredients of K2?
Well, K2 is an ingredient by itself. It's a part of the vitamin K2 family. And we actually originally learnt about vitamin K2 from a Japanese food called natto. It's not the most desirable texture, but it actually is a fermented soybean product that had very, very high levels of vitamin K2 in it. And since the people in that part of Japan had such low levels of heart disease, original research looked into what might be some of those nutrients that are supporting their heart health. And they found that one of the conclusions was the fact that they quite simply eat so much of this vitamin K2, MENQ7 K2 nutrient.
Great. How many pills do you have to take a day?
A serving size can be as little as 1 capsule a day, and that's a great thing. So you're not having to take bucket loads of capsules a day to actually get what's actually been shown in the evidence to support.
How many
optimal
milligrams?
The research suggests anything greater than 30 to 40 micrograms a day is what you need a day. So a very, very small amount. It's a very, very potent and important nutrient in the human diet that we simply don't get enough through most westernized foods.
And they can get it in drugstores.
Correct.
Like CVS
or Walgreens
and other drugstores.
That's correct, yes. Look for the MENQ7 K2 ingredient with your calcium supplements.
So, Mr. Speed, you go around the country talking about these supplements. So you're a spokesperson of an organization? Or?
I work as a nutritionist, and I'm privy to a lot of research that I want the viewers to be aware of. I have definitely consulted with companies that make vitamin K2 ingredients, and I work with them as a scientist to make sure that the research that goes behind their ingredients is being put into really good science, and that we try and translate that for the audience so that people can actually incorporate it into their life and hopefully reap the health benefits of ingredients such as MENQ7 K2.
What drives you to do this?
At the end of the day, I'm a dietitian, and what gives me great pride is helping people. Food is something that's so culturally important for us. I pride myself on supporting people's food choices to not only put a smile on their face to make them happy, but also to support them their ultimate heart health risks and chronic disease risk moving forward as they age throughout life.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Happy for you. So, where can if some of our viewers out there might want to talk to you, how can they get in touch with you?
Sure. I would suggest anyone to talk to a dietitian in their community. The eatright.org website is actually the US dietitian's website, and I would ask you to seek out a dietitian that's close to you and to ask questions about what you're eating, vitamin K2, and all the intricacies of nutrition to support their optimal health and wellness.
Okay, one last word about your heart health and bone health.
Yeah, there's a tangible relationship between heart health and bone health. More and more people are taking calcium supplements to support their bone health, and what we really want people to do is also use MENQ7 K2 with calcium so that they can support their bone health and make sure the calcium is being driven from the arteries where it could be hazardous towards heart health and drive it to the bones. So in that one solution, you can actually support bone and heart health.
And then you can have a flexible arteries.
Correct. Ultimately, it comes down to how healthy are your arteries, and we want to make them nice and flexible so that we can reap the benefits and potentially even have a 10 years longer duration to our life.
Very good. Those are some good health tips.
Thank you.
For this Valentine's Day. Thank you for gracing our show today, Mr. Christopher Speed, nutritional specialist.
Thanks so much for having me.
Scientist.
Even.
You're a scientist.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Narinig po ninyo yan. At hopefully we can all rush to get the vitamin K2. There's a vitamin K1 too, right?
There is.
Okay. So, happy Valentine's to all of you. And always remember, health is wealth. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. Ako po si Veronica. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.